Beautiful day out when I woke up today. So I was like, okay, you know what? Forget the museum, we're going outside. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Clocks, and I'm here, Fairfield Park. I haven't been here before, but it's on this thing called the Capitol Trail, which is a walking trail that goes all around the city of Melbourne. Let's go for a nice hike back to the apartment. I think it's gonna be about 6 kilometers. Enjoy the rare sunny Melbourne day. This woman brought a puppy to the park off leash. Super aggressive body language. So I was like, listen, you got a leash? She goes, oh no, she's just young, she's friendly. Then the dog comes and jumps up on me. But your dog's shoulders back, tail down, ears back, looking at me and barking. You're telling me no? She's not aggressive? How are you gonna have a puppy off leash in a public park where there's tons of people and other dogs and bicycles and scooters and stuff? This though, I did not even know this bridge was a thing. I mean, this is scary but cool. I don't know why, but I fully did not expect to be not only walking beside the road, but walking over a major highway on my nature walk today. Now, maybe it was my mistake for not looking at the map correctly. Here we are at the Yarra Bend. The Yarra River kind of divides Melbourne into two parts. So you either live above the river, where you have, the hipsters, the working class, the hot restaurants, all the clubs. Not all the clubs, but a lot of the clubs, and live music scene. And then you're south of the river, which is where a lot of the more well-to-do live. That's where the beach towns are and stuff. The conservation area for the flying foxes didn't have any of the flying foxes in it. They live further away from it. And I remember seeing online people talking about oh, why would you build a viewing platform nowhere near where the foxes actually live? But I guess better to do that than further push them out. This trail though, I don't know. I tried to trust Google Maps, and now I'm walking through the bush next to the river. This is supposed to lead back to the street, but I'm not really sure that it will, although there were plenty of people walking the opposite direction from me. Ooh, all right. This is getting precarious. I'll see you once I get back to civilization. When it comes to nature, Google Maps has led me astray. I basically got to the end of the trail and it just dropped off. It was this huge, 3-foot high cliff. On the other side of it was nothing. No trail, barely a path. And while I usually in life will take the road less traveled, when it comes to nature trails, no. I want to be on a trail well traveled, well documented, and easily navigatable. It's a big hill I gotta climb up to get back to the street. And I'm not even, I'm maybe a third of the way on my journey back home. It's gonna be a long one. And did I bring water? No. No, of course not. I was gonna stop and pick up a Gatorade for this. And I just, didn't. Oh, look. I climbed up from there. See, look, there's the golf course and the city and the actual sidewalk. I had to cross the street, but I think this is a shortcut back. Otherwise, I gotta take the road, which winds all the way around and bends and twists. So it'll probably be twice as far. And it was all uphill. Man, I'm cooked, I'm gassed, I am done. And thankfully at the end of the trail was a bus stop, so I'm going to wait for the bus and then take the tram back home. Well, like, I thought that the park would be more pedestrian and cycling oriented, but it's not. Like most things here in Melbourne, it's very car oriented. So I think if I had a car, it would have been a great park experience. But trying to walk, no, I'm done. Hopefully the bus comes soon, and I'll see you all tomorrow. This has been an interesting week. So I had paella class last night, which I drank a little bit of wine during, and I feel kind of puffy afterwards, right? I stopped drinking a while ago, but we basically had to wait like 4 hours for dinner to be ready. The whole time, the person running the class was like, oh yeah, just drink wine. So I was like, all right, yeah, we drinking sangria, having a good time. I don't feel hungover or anything, but I don't need to be drinking like that. It's the big rivalry game. Carlton, Collingwood, 100-year rivalry. I did my face. And then it was reignited in 2010 when Mick Malthouse, who was like the coach of Collingwood and brought them to their first premiership in like 30 years, and they won. He retired, but then secretly unretired and went and was the coach of Carlton, and it was this huge thing. It was just like, how dare you go over to our arch nemesis? And basically it's a fun rivalry. It's like the longest rivalry in Australian sports. I'm not bringing a bag to this game, so there's no footy snacks, no footy supplies. I think I'm gonna bring a bottle of water because that feels prudent. It's totally sold out, standing room only. I'm going with the hoodie today. I feel like it's gonna be a big penguin effect, like it was at Marvel, where everybody's gonna be crammed in since all the seating is sold out, and it'll get real warm. Let's head to the game, baby! All right, I ended up walking here, but I am a little sweaty because the sun, as you can see, is still out, and that laser, she fires up everybody in this whole country. I don't want to take my hoodie off though, because it's gonna like rub against my face and get dirty, mess up my hair. So I'm just walking really slow, thankfully very early, and hopefully I don't melt. Pray to the patron saint of sweating through makeup, Katya, that this face stays on. It's pretty rare for me to get a seat this good at a Collingwood game. Rio, any of the out-of-state or the D's are playing at the G. This is the only time that I get to sit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows back. Pretty good. And for a blockbuster match like this, it's gonna be wild. I'm here about an hour early, and I'm pretty sure the only reason it's not more crowded is because it's a Thursday, so normal people are coming from work to the game. What a game. Love it. I'm finally back home, and the game was okay. It was very difficult game, right? Like a couple weeks ago when the Pies played the Dogs, I was like, these Pies are not aggressive. Tonight, chef's kiss. Those Magpies, they were swooping on that ball, grabbing it every chance they got, and that made the game so good. That and the fact that the Pies won, which I'm never mad when Collingwood wins. Oh, what a feeling. So good. Looks like Houston might be out for a couple weeks for knocking somebody in the head with an elbow. Not great. And I picked up footy cards. I couldn't help myself. They have, much like there are baseball cards and basketball cards, trading cards with the players on it, there are cards for footy. And I'd never gotten the chance to get any before, but I was walking past a bunch of the concessions, and one of the things I looked past was the merch stand. I'm here, there's no line, they have the cards. Why not? Why not get a few and see how it goes? I'm gonna open them tomorrow because right now I am soaked to the bone. It rained during the game, and I was like, you know what, it wasn't raining hard enough for me to want to seek shelter, but it was definitely enough to A, get me wet, and then B, have me shivering because it got suddenly super cold after the rain. So I'm gonna make myself some hot chocolate. I'm gonna reheat the dinner I made earlier that I didn't eat yet, and we'll open footy cards tomorrow. It's a Friday. There's no footy in town, okay? The only footy game in Victoria is out in Geelong. And I thought about taking the train to Geelong because it shouldn't be that difficult. They even have a whole website dedicated to how to do it. But there's replacement bus service, and I'm not messing with the most unreliable component of public transit I have ever encountered in my entire life up until this point. Okay, I grew up in New York, taking the buses, the subways, right? I took ferries around the world and trains and buses in the middle of nowhere in Paraguay, where you just gotta stand on literally the side of the road in the middle of a dirt road on the side of somebody's farm and hope that the bus comes and picks you up at the time it said it would. And you know what? It does. Somehow it does. But the replacement bus service in Victoria is garbage, okay? And I'm not messing with that at 11:30 at night after the game in Geelong. Anyway, so I'm watching the footy on KO because KO sent me a text message and they were like, hey girl, we want you back. We want you back so bad. And you signed up this time last year. So how about you come back for $1? And I was like, damn it, KO, you got me. All right, you got me for that $1, so I paid my $1, and I just have to remember to cancel. It's much different to watch a game at home or on broadcast compared to being physically there. You can actually see everything, for one thing, right? Everything is clear. You can see exactly who has the ball and where it is. Whereas on the field, it's vibes. Right? For me, at least, half the time it's vibes. I'm like, where is this ball? It is so tiny and so far away. And it's I can't see who's there. So I'm just you know what? Just hope the right colored Guernsey gets it. Anyway, so I'm watching on the broadcast, and they're showing the D's warming up, and the broadcast guys are talking about the team and talking about their stats and everything. And they have a close-up of Petrarca, who is the star player of the D's, one of them at least. I'm watching him practice, and it's they show this close-up of his face. And the look in this guy's eyes, I almost started crying, to be honest, because I've seen that look before in the mirror. It's when you love what you do for a living, but you hate where you are, mentally, emotionally, so much that it sucks the last drop of joy out of your job. I know that feeling, my guy. And that look in his eyes, he is so unhappy to be there. And I gotta, I have to think it's because of what happened last season when the guy nearly died on the field. How? And nobody stopped him. Nobody stopped. The doctor's just okay. He wanted that win for the team. And so he went back out there because he's I gotta be there if my team's gonna win. And he almost died for it. And then there was all this drama with him and the team and so that close up, it really hit me in the field. So the drama with Petrarca is that he wanted to get traded because he was I don't feel comfortable coming back. And who can blame the guy? Regardless, he wanted out, and the team was basically okay, yeah, you can leave if the teams that you are interested in going to pay us half of their list and all of their draft picks and this crazy bounty. And of course nobody was going to do it, and it's because they didn't want him to leave because he signed a fat 6-year contract. I walked over to the Collingwood store before today's game to see if they had the jacket that I want in stock in the store so I could see what size I need to buy and get delivered to my apartment. And sadly, they don't have the jacket in the physical store. Now I'm gonna walk back to the G in the lovely sunshine, wearing no sleeves, even though it's kind of cold. It's this weird, like, super icy wind, burning hot sun combo that you get in April, and that's why I'm carrying 3 different layers of shirts in my bag. Because when the laser goes away, maybe I'm gonna be freezing. But then again, I'll be at Marvel, and the laser's been out all day, so Marvel should be pretty toasty tonight. So I found out yesterday at the Collingwood Carlton game on Thursday that 2 dudes brought guns into the stadium. Nothing happened, right? The cops grabbed them and then found the guns on their person. And from that point, Andrew Dillon, the CEO of the AFL, announced that they would be ramping up security, like making it more stringent. And the thing is, you can pretty much bring anything you want into the stadium. If an incident like that ever happened again, I could see them going the way of the Yankees and just banning bags and things altogether. And now I'm wondering how it's going to be at Marvel, because Marvel doesn't have the metal detectors like they have here. So we'll see later today if they've also improved security at Marvel Stadium. But I just thought, it would be a little ironic if I came all the way to Australia, Melbourne, Australia, just to get shot. Because that's real American. I left the match like 5 minutes early to make it to Marvel because nothing was going to happen. Like, the Lions had it on lock, right? But it was interesting because the Tigers definitely gave them a run for their money. And the Lions are the defending premiership team, so it's quite unexpected for the young guys to give them such a competition. Vibes are definitely way better. Sun was out, gorgeous. As soon as the sun went down, though, it's not even down, right? The sun just left the stadium, and it got real cold real quick. It must have dropped 4 or 5 degrees as soon as the sun went away, which is just what I thought was going to happen. Now I'm on my way to Marvel. And hopefully the sun heated it up a little bit because it is quite chilly. I kind of regret not bringing my heavier jumper or my real jacket. But I've got my raincoat, so if I do get cold, I can always put that on. Oh, Clocks, why is it night out? Why is it so dark out and you just made it to Marvel? Well, because Public Transit Victoria decided to run only trams taking people out of the stadium district, the sports district where the G is, and there were none to bring you to Marvel, and I didn't feel like walking. So it took me 20 minutes to get a tram to Marvel. The game is already underway, and given by the number of people that were also waiting for the tram to Marvel, I'm not sure I'll get a seat. But let's find out. The first quarter was halfway done. I did get food. I got a burger, which is a double cheeseburger from the Amazon store, and a small chips. I don't know what it cost me yet. I'll have to check, because I've been through that Amazon store before last season, and they don't always charge you the right amount. Coburg Lions, for a second there, I thought they had it, to be honest. They played a great game, and especially with all those experienced players on the Collingwood side, they put up a great fight. And, VFL was kind of a vibe. The banter in the stands, that's where the money was. That was the chef's kiss of VFL, because, man, some people were wild. But yeah, it was interesting experience. I'm gonna head now to grab some food because I'm starving, and there's a place literally right here that I had wanted to try out called Zatar. And so I'm really excited because, got to try out something new, going to the VFL game. Now I get to try out a restaurant I want to try. This is turned out to be a pretty good day. Zatar closed at 4 o'clock. The game ended at exactly 4 o'clock. And so, no dice, no Zatar. Now I gotta go make my own food. I guess that's gonna be it from me then for the weekend. Don't forget, you could be spending your time with anybody, but you chose to spend with me. And that's what I appreciate about you. I'll see you all next week. Big week ahead. And lots of events going out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It's going to be crazy. And I can't wait to bring you along. One last thing before I go. I have put in the description, and I'll put it in the comments too, link to my friend Burns' Spotify. He made the songs that I use as my little interstitials between the times that I talk. And sadly, this week marks a year since Bern was last with us on this mortal plane. Bern was a great friend, and I would implore you to reach out to your friends. Anybody that you've met along the way that you've really liked and who has been supportive of you, and support your friends in their art and their endeavors, because you never know when they're going to be gone. I miss you, Bern.